Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again. It's May 18th. Another stock pick of the day video. Real red day today. A lot of the big companies out there, even companies like Apple getting hit. So I'm going to look at Kraft Heinz. It is a consumer staples. A lot of times in times of high inflation, a lot of volatility, and especially in recession, people stick with the consumer staples and brands they know and trust. Kraft Heinz is obviously a brand that you probably are aware of, maybe in your fridge or in your cupboard. Let's take a look at it, a little more about it, and see if it is one you should maybe consider watching or adding to your portfolio. So as we mentioned, a lot of trusted brands in the Kraft Heinz family. Kraft, obviously, Kraft macaroni and cheese, Heinz brands. So that's where the Kraft Heinz comes from. Obviously, in the Heinz brands, you've got ketchup, mustard, brands like that. Kraft macaroni and cheese, Classico is a sauce like spaghetti sauce, pasta sauces, Jello. Who doesn't like a cup of Jello? Chocolate Jello pudding is my favorite. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Oscar Mayer is in their brands as well. Capri Suns, they make Kool-Aid. Big fat guy busting through the old wall. Remember him from when I was a kid. Velveeta cheese. Oscar Mayer, I think we did that twice. And then obviously Kraft, as we said. For over 150 years, Kraft Heinz has produced some of the world's most beloved products. We are one of the largest global food and beverage companies with a portfolio that is diverse mix of iconic and emerging brands. As the guardians of these brands and the creators of innovative products, we're dedicated to the sustainable health of our people and our planet. If you want to know more about Kraft Heinz, www.kraftheinz.com or kraftheinzcompany.com is where I pulled this information and their brand information from. There's a lot more on that. If you're interested, go check it out. As you can see, terrible day for them as far as stock price goes, down 9.55%, closed the day at $39.04. Looks like they're even continuing the slide in the aftermarket, 38.86 so far in the aftermarket. So again, maybe one to watch as it continues to come down. This is a heck of a drop here. Again, anytime you lose 9% in a day, that's significant, but it may speak to upcoming value or maybe in value territory. I don't know. Let's continue to look. The 52-week range as low as 32.78, as high as 44.95. So here you go. In the last year, it's been as low as 32.78. Maybe look for it to continue to pull back to that 52-week low. Has a market cap of 47.783 billion. A beta of 0.99, so just about as volatile as the overall market. PE ratio of 39.43, so that speaks to overvaluation. Anytime you see a PE that high, this is tech stock type of PEs right here. Definitely shouldn't be seeing that high of a PE for a consumer staple company, so maybe speaking more to it being overvalued, and that may speak to why you're seeing a 9.55% decline in stock price. Forward dividend of $1.60 paid out quarterly. So divide that by 4, I'll tell you what it is, $1.60 over the year, 3.71% forward dividend yield. So it does have a nice yield. Ex-dividend dates coming up May 26th. 1 year estimated target, at least as far as Yahoo Finance is concerned, is $43.17. So they do see a slight price appreciation. Again, not affiliated with Yahoo Finance, just where I pull some information from. Let's take a look at what some other analysts have to say. According to 27 stock analysts, the average 12-month stock price forecast forward is $43. So your average is $43.63. They call it a hold. This is pretty close to what we saw with Kroger yesterday, right on the edge of that hold and buy. Again, this one is definitely a hold, they're saying. So again, maybe one to watch as it continues to pull back. They have a low at $37.37, which would be a 4.3% decline from where it currently sits. So again, on the previous page, we saw Yahoo Finance, a 52-week low of $32. So again, maybe one to watch as it pulls back and get it at a better value than it currently sits. Average, as we said, $43.63. If it does hit that, it'd be 11% upside in price appreciation for where it currently sits. And if it was to hit their high, $50.40, that would be 29.07% upside. So this is a hold, guys. This one would be one, again, to watch to see if it continues to pull back. But it is a consumer staple. It is a well-known household brand name. So again, high inflation, these type of companies can pass on the cost to consumers. It is in the consumer staple, so unless you're going to stop buying macaroni and cheese for the kids, which is pretty cheap lunch if you throw a sandwich with it or something like that, and then a lot of toppings, your mustards, your mayonnaise, your ketchups, that sort of thing. And as we saw, Oscar Mayer wieners, hot dogs are pretty cheap dinner as well. So people buy stuff like that whenever inflation gets hot, and they have to choose between some of the higher priced products. So this one might be one to watch as it pulls back and get it towards that 32-week or $32 price at the 52-week low. With that said, these are supposed to be quick hitters. Kraft Heinz, maybe one to watch. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit the thumbs up, ring the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Kraft Heinz. It is in your portfolio. Is it one you're watching? Is it one you just prefer pass on? Is it still overvalued? I think it's probably a little overvalued currently and probably needs to pull back a little bit more, but that's my opinion. I do personally read and respond to all your comments. Always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics. This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can't lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.